second grade today for Halloween week. Sorry, I said Thanksgiving. Halloween week. We're going to do some fun things today. I want you to find your little pool noodles that I sent home with you guys. They look like this. Yours might be a different color. Remember, there are sand blocks, and when you play them, you hold them like this, probably on the tips, and you go like this. You don't go bang like a cymbal, but you go like this. And it kind of makes like a sound. First thing we're going to do today is you need to follow along with this song. Use your sand blocks. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Tee-tee-top. 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 Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Tee-tee-tee-tee-top. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. T-t-t-t-t. T-t-t. These are hard. T-t-t-t-t. Tiki-tiki-ta. 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 This is hard. Tiki-tiki-ta. Tiki-tiki-ta. This is better. Tiki-ta. Tiki-ta. Tee-tee-top. Tee-tee-top. Ghostbusters. Rest, rest. 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 Okay, today when you look at your lesson plan for this week, and I wrote off the instructions of what we're going to do. There is a link. It's a YouTube link. It's going to a little movie called The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I bet we've probably done this other years. In maybe in kindergarten or first grade, where it's a little tiny movie from Fantasia, and Fantasia is a CD or a DVD that Walt Disney from Disney World, the guy who started everything for Disney World and Disney Channel and Disneyland. He got some of his animators or his computer guys and girls to get to work together, and he chose some songs in Fantasia. He chose some songs that are popular, that were made by popular composers, and he gave them this song. And there's no words in or lyrics in these songs from Fantasia, but he asked his animators, the people who draw cartoons and make them come to life on the computer. He asked them to come up with a story about different things. And there's several of them. There are different Fantasia DVDs. I think there's 2 of them. And there's maybe 10 different separate stories in each of those DVDs. And the one I want you to watch today is called The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And an apprentice is a person who is like an assistant. It's like assistant for somebody on their job. Maybe if you are a carpenter, maybe someone's a carpenter, and somebody younger than them who's never been a carpenter before comes to them and asks them if they could work with them and kind of learn how to be a carpenter. And so that's what an apprentice does. And you start kind of being like an errand boy or an errand girl, and you start to do the icky stuff that they don't want to do. And then they gradually pull you up alongside them, and they start to let you pound things on the hammer, and they start to let you measure some things, and you get gradually better and better, and they give you a little bit more responsibility until you turn into a carpenter too, because you got to watch very carefully the person that was next to you that was doing it correctly, and you could learn from that person while they were right next to you. That's called an apprentice. And a sorcerer is like a magician. And you might remember this story. I'm just going to attach the link to it to your lesson plan, because it's a Disney YouTube video. And I have found that when if I turned it on and I wanted you to watch it, sometimes the Loom, which is the app that I use for making videos, it doesn't let me because Disney catches it. And they say that there's copyright problems and stuff like that. So I'm just going to attach the link and you can turn it on yourself. Mickey Mouse is an assistant or an apprentice to a magician, and he's very impatient. And the magician tells him to sit and watch and just clean up his little laboratory. And the magician goes up for a nap. The sorcerer, they call him a sorcerer, goes up for a nap. And Mickey likes to goof around and would like to try on the magician's magic hat just to see what happens. And there was magic when he puts the hat on. He's not supposed to be doing it, remember. He puts the hat on, and all of a sudden the hat starts to shake, and it turns into magic. And so he thinks, the magician wants me to be sweeping the floor, and I'm supposed to be going to get some buckets of water from the well. And I think, what if I can do some magic and do a spell and make the brooms go do my work for me and do my chores for me? So he does that. He gets the magic brooms to turn and to be holding the buckets and walking to the well and getting more water back and doing his job for him. And he thinks, this is pretty cool. I don't have to work very hard at all. I'm having the broom do my work for me. And he falls asleep. And it turns into a big problem because the broom doesn't know when to stop. And there's a big old problem, and that Mickey Mouse can't get out of until the magician wakes up again from his nap, and then he solves the problem. And there's kind of a moral to the story that talks about, do what you're told. And if an adult tells you you're not supposed to do something, they're probably telling you that to keep you safe. Kind of like if your moms and dads tell you not to run after a ball in the street. They're not just doing it because they like to boss you around. They're telling you to do that to be safe. Or if they're telling you not to touch a hot stove, or if your mom or dad are cooking, to stay away from the stove while they're cooking because it could burn you. Things like that, or don't touch it when the oven door is open. They're trying to keep you safe because they love you. And that's kind of the same thing with this kind of a moral lesson to the story in The Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's like, follow directions next time. And he wasn't ready to handle the magic hat, and Mickey got into big trouble because he wasn't following directions. Then there are 2 sheets for you. One of them looks like this, and this is kind of a picture of the sorcerer, the magician. And you have to, there are certain parts of the song that are really, really loud, and some are really quiet. And some parts of the song are fast, and some are slow. Some of the parts of the song are happy. Some of the parts of the song are sad. It's kind of like a color by number, but it's using different things on the sheet. It says, if there's an orange part, the slow part of the music, color that part orange, little pieces of the color. Next, also, there's this one is a little Halloween monster. And this time, it gives you a little code also. You're coloring by number. And it's talking about different, when we're in second grade and we start to talk about, in January, we start to talk about different dynamics or how loud or how soft something is supposed to be. And this is just a fun color by number also. So just have some fun coloring these this week, and go ahead and play along with our Ghostbuster thing. If you want to do it a couple times, it's kind of fun. And we'll talk to you next week. Bye.